up for Cyber Lunch.
Welcome back, my robotic minions. Come forth and do thy bidding. This week, we will be tackling our thoughts and feelings on Motion Twins' new game, Dead Cells. A gloss over the recently released We Happy Few. Not sure who developed that. I should know. I should have wrote that in the notes. And some of the best summer blockbusters of all time. As we said last week, this year is quite lacking.
Next summer.
That's what I'm looking
Compulsion
forward to.
games, by
Who
the way,
knows?
for We Happy
Compulsion, thank you. As well as probably the most ridiculous and, may I say, vile secret question
More
we've
vile
had today.
than the testicle chair?
Yes, it's funnier though.
No, that was pubes and foreskins.
Who knows?
Whatever.
Stick around for that and much more. I'm your host, Darrell.
I am Justin.
I am Jake.
Welcome to Cyber Lunch, a weekly podcast that deals with nostalgia reflected and integrated into our everyday lives through growing up in the digital revolution, plus a plethora of tangents and passionate discussions with special guests and our favorite music, movies, video games, and television shows of the past and today. Summer is waning.
Yes, it is.
It's
always waning in
The sun's in
Minnesota.
my eyes. Will somebody deal with that?
There's nothing that can be done,
The
but
curtain is pulled.
I am. Thank God I'm a day walker.
you know you have a mic that moves.
No.
Dude, speaking of, I was
Lean
thinking
back a
about
little
that. I was thinking about Blade the other day. I was like, man, I need to watch that again.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
Well,
This is metal, dude.
The last fight scene is awesome.
That whole first, I was thinking about, specifically I was thinking about the part with like the big fat data entry chick and
Yeah.
they like shine the light on her, and I was like, I remember being so frightened of that when I was a kid.
The best part is the very beginning in the first movie when he goes into the nightclub and it starts sprinkling like blood everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Oh.
okay.
Holy wow! Oh yeah, the club. Yeah,
That was great. That
this
was a
might
good
be an
scene.
unpopular position, but I liked two. Also,
I was about to say 2 was great. Well, you know why?
Ron Perlman.
I was
you know-
going to say Ryan Reynolds. Oh, wait, that's Trinity.
No,
The
that's not
director
why.
was
Ron Perlman. Should give you a hint.
yeah. I'm drawing a blank. Hellboy, right? Pan's Labyrinth.
Yes.
Director. Yeah. Adele.
Well, that's
Guillermo.
Yeah.
It's a...
Guillermo.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah.
So
I was-
anytime you
I-
rip on him from now on, think about Blade 2. Because
I don't rip on him.
Who is?
All right, Darrell, can we bring up the
I
archive?
ripped on him. A Shape of Water.
Yeah, I didn't even like that.
So
really.
that's the only thing.
You didn't like
I liked
it?
all his movies.
I
I
Yeah,
watched
really?
your
Alright.
Ghost movie finally, and I loved it.
Here it comes.
Well, I saw the shape
Here's your segue.
Devil's Backbone. I liked that movie.
Oh, I've never seen that.
Didn't I borrow it to you?
No, you borrowed it to Jake.
Yeah.
And
And it took me like 2 years to watch it.
BTW, I saw the Shape of Water at
So I'm not going to watch whatchamacallit for a while then.
Oh, go fuck yourself. It's been 3 weeks, man. Come on.
What?
Goddamn, only God forgives.
It got shitty reviews. Anyways,
Who cares? Just forget it now.
Can I just say
it
one
doesn't
thing?
matter anymore.
I saw Shape of Water at Columbia Heights Theater, so I guess
I love
maybe
the Heights.
that it had a little bit more charm.
I wanted
It was
to
a
see it
Saturday
there.
night. It was packed. I couldn't feel my ass by the end of the show because of the seats were from like 19.
thought they got new seats.
I don't know. There's been 18
Maybe I'm
fires
thinking
there.
of Lagoon.
No, the Lagoon definitely got new seats. No, that's somebody's Hemi. Just
Yeah,
like, I need my beer money.
There was a guy flying like an old P-51 or something over, and like on low idle coming into the airport. It was crazy. It sounded like an old truck. And I was like, what the hell? And it
There's a
flew
lot of
right
cool
over the
stuff
top
going on
of
at the
us.
airport.
Cool
It's
stuff.
because summer is ending, like you said.
We're going to get to that next week. This week, we're going to play... Well, we are. I have
Well,
that-
what are we getting to next week?
I'll... What do you mean?
You said we can get to that next week.
Yeah, I would plan on doing kind of a nostalgia summer thing.
Oh, okay.
I guess this is a teaser for it.
Oh, okay. I get
You
you.
know,
I get you.
some of our favorite stuff from summertime,
Been pretty
memories.
boring
and-
summer for gaming too, man. There's
It
been
has.
a couple good gems, but that's about it. Man.
Now, Jake,
Yes.
this week in gaming.
Oh yeah.
and
We're
then-
gonna do 20 questions.
Yeah, we
too.
changed it this time.
Okay, we
Everybody.
changed the rules
We
a little
talked
bit.
about it and we decided
So our-
that
What's your
because-
rules? You're the one that sent it to us.
I said it's a weekly show, and we only end up doing it on Sundays, so we're missing out on things that potentially happen on Mondays through Saturdays.
So we're gonna do one more week for of just this day because I thought it would be easy to look up. It's not easy to look up what came out for that whole week. So I have to I'll do more research for next week and we'll just start
So
doing
today
it
is
through the
this
week.
day in gaming.
Yeah, but there's
for
some good
now.
ones. That's the reason I stuck with it. I was like, they should be able to figure these out. So
August 12th.
I'm gonna tell you 4 right away, and then we'll do the last one. You'll do 20 questions.
Okay, cool.
About that?
Sounds awesome.
So 30 years ago, August 12th, 1988, I was 12.
I was 3.
Super Mario 3.
Nintendo,
Okay.
the regular NES, The Adventures of Bayou Billy.
Oh my God.
I remember that.
I don't
game.
know that one.
own
You don't
that
know
game.
Bayou Billy? I think there's a cabinet at Up Down actually.
Oh,
It's the
really?
one where he's on the inner tube, I believe.
No,
Or am I-
he's like jumps through. It's like through the jungle with a machete and stuff.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yep. There he
My
is.
bad.
It's like Indiana Jones, but
You
not
want to mute
Indiana
that
Jones.
TV?
It is already
Okay.
muted, sir. I'm not going to mess up
It's
this
Indiana
week.
Jones without being able to license Indiana Jones.
Okay.
27 years ago, Darrell might know this one. 1991 on the Sega Genesis, Galaxy Force 2.
Galaxy Force. Yeah. Is it an isometric kind of top down?
I don't know this one.
I'm just failing everything today.
I figured it was
I'm
a
worthless.
RPG. Oh, it's a ship, a side-scrolling ship shooter.
Wow.
Cool. Oh wow, look at that setup.
Oh my God!
Wow.
I remember this game.
It reminds me a little bit of Descent on PC.
It looks like Afterburner
Yeah, that
meets
too.
Star Fox. If you ever played Afterburner for
Yes.
the Sega Genesis.
Dude, Afterburner in the arcade was the best game ever.
Man,
the
I did
arcade.
Genesis. I don't remember that. Oh, this is 88, though, once
Yeah.
again.
Oh my God. That looks
This must have been a really early Genesis game then.
Looks like it.
Maybe it didn't come out in Genesis, and I'm just like completely.
It says, well, Sega developed it. So
Oh, okay.
maybe I was just being, I might have been.
I love those kind of games.
Oh, it's so awesome.
24 years ago, 1994, Super Nintendo. Darrell should almost like. Also, Jesus, also should know this. Wild Guns, RPG, I believe.
Oh, is it in Wild Arms
I think it was renamed Wild Arms for us.
later on the
There it is
PS2?
right there.
Oh yeah.
So it was like a futuristic, weird, like
it's
cowboy.
like,
Oh,
it's like Westworld, the game.
Wild
kind of.
Arms is something completely different.
It
That's
had
more
the
like
ball-
Octopath Traveler.
It had the ball on the arcade where you'd roll back
Yeah,
and forth.
This
Yep.
is more
This
like
reminds me of-
Sunset Riders.
Yep.
Yes, I was thinking of that, and I was like, damn, Sunset Riders. Dude,
Yeah, he's shooting
Sunset
it's Westworld,
Riders.
Yep.
Hell
I know.
yeah.
I know.
I like this game a lot. I remember this game. All right. One last one. 16 years ago, 2002, Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX 2.
R.I.P. Matt Hoffman.
Oh, man.
Oh no, that's Dave Mirra.
That's Dave Murray.
Oh fuck.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're all biking guys.
Yeah.
All right. So this
BMX.
is, I chose a little bit easier game for you this week.
Is it
Okay.
Sunset Riders?
No. Also
wish
made,
it
Yeah,
was.
just guess the game right away and break it.
also released in 2002.
That's what I'm going to do. 1 week, I'm going to look it up, and I'm going to just say to Jake, is it this?
You ain't gonna look nothing up. I'm gonna hide
You're
it.
probably right.
2002, 16 years ago. PlayStation 2, Sega, whatever was out then. Was it Dreamcast was out, I think.
Okay.
Everybody had this game. So you can ask your 20 questions.
Wow, you gave us a huge clue. Everybody had this game. Sega developed
Yeah, I did.
it.
I kind of. No, I didn't say Sega developed it. I said it was on the Sega. Sega was around then, I think, still the Dreamcast. 2002.
Oh, the Sega Dreamcast. I'm thinking of like a Sega Genesis
No.
and the Dreamcast. I'm like, well, that's a big jump. Like,
Yeah. I didn't realize they ported that long.
oh my god. Okay, Sega.
It was only Madden, though. Okay. Is it based off of a previously licensed franchise?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Sega developed.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Not Sega developed.
Previously licensed. Is it a sports game?
Yes.
Okay.
How many do we get?
20.
That's a lot.
Sports
Well,
game.
you guys bitched when I gave you 5. You bitched when I gave you 10. So we're going to just do
We
20.
bitched when we did 10?
Yes, I have it. It's recorded.
You don't have to give
It's
us
on YouTube.
clues if you give us 20 questions, though.
I'm not giving you clues.
You did. You said it was Sega Dreamcast.
No, you said Sega developed, and I was like, blah, blah, blah. No, I said it was on this. Keep going.
Okay. So it's a
We can-
sports game. It's a licensed sports game.
Should we figure out what franchise it is?
Yeah.
Is it NFL?
Yes.
Oh, so it's a Madden.
Ask it.
Is it a Madden?
Yes,
Game.
it's Madden.
Wow, I
That's
did that
easy.
in under 5.
You said Madden right away. I'm like, well, fuck.
Is it like Madden? Well,
03.
Well, I mean,
03.
it is mid-August.
Oh, 03. When was the first... Justin, get on the keys.
1 second, I gotta look up who 03 is.
Yeah, the first... Well, I was thinking that... I think that was one of the first PlayStation 2 Madden games.
You guys got that in 4 questions, by the way. Good luck breaking that record.
Marshall
Is that Marshall
Falk?
Falk? Yeah.
Yeah, that... Isn't that...
Damn, that's old as shit. That was back when
No.
Madden was good.
No, I think that was 2000 because somebody from the Titans was on PlayStation 2. I remember because my buddy had it that Christmas.
Is this the year that, like, one of the couple years that only Sony owned the rights, or EA, like, made it only for PlayStation 2?
It could have been. I don't remember because obviously I'm not a huge football
You said it was
fan.
on all systems.
I thought so. I think it was, but maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong, because the first thing you pulled up was the PS2 cover.
Was Dante Culpepper 8? No. I can't remember. That was my favorite Madden. And I had it on the GameCube.
Did that one have the Mark Echo team? From
Yes.
Echo Unlimited?
Yes,
That's
it
my
did.
favorite Madden
Yeah,
of all
yeah.
time, too. Yep.
Does anybody remember the Mark Echo like tagging game?
Yeah, I had it on Xbox 360.
Getting up or
Getting down.
Getting down.
I don't know.
Getting it
I
up.
get up, I get down.
Getting low.
Getting it up. He's popping Viagra and he's 80. He's like, all right, let's go take something.
It's called Getting Up. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah. They need to redo that game. That game was cold.
Oh, it was on original Xbox?
Yeah, I got like a big one that came in like a big steel case with like a book and like
Damn,
a tag
son.
pen and like, yeah, it was pretty cool.
Dude, I had the sickest Mark
Oh, dude,
Echo
look at all
shirt
these-
back in the day, like when I was like 19 or 20 years old.
It was 2005. I want to say Dante Culpepper's
Could be.
Madden cover. R.I.P.
What?
I like how you punch the shit out of people and then you tag. It's like, let's set an example for the children.
Break multiple laws.
Well, that's like
It's
when
like
we were
Grand Theft
playing-
Auto, but you don't kill hookers.
That's like playing.
95? No, wait. Oh, what year is that? The Culpepper one?
I'm trying to find out.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oops.
I can't
Right
even-
there, 16 or 10. What does that say? Go back one. There was a picture of it. The cover. Right
What
there.
the fuck? No.
No. Let's move on.
No.
Okay, anyway.
Oh my god. It's gonna bother me now. It literally is gonna bother me.
Oh my god.
I really
Continue. I will find out.
Okay, so
I really don't want to talk about Dante Culpepper anyway.
yeah, he wasn't that great.
He's-
Now Favre, he was a great quarterback.
I don't really want to talk about football right now.
Right near.
Yeah, we're gonna talk a little fantasy football cast. I think just before we.
I'm
do our
cool with
draft.
that.
Talk about it a little bit.
I was talking a little football with Betsy last night, and she kind of was getting actually intrigued in fantasy football. Like, oh, I didn't know that's how it works. Like, yeah, you build your own team, and
So I turn it on, and Stevie's not a sports person,
Jeez.
and they're playing the Broncos. She's like, "Look at all that orange." That's the first thing she said. I'm like, "Yep, that's
yeah, it's really
yeah,
orange.
there's orange there."
2002, so that would be
Yes.
Madden 03.
Yeah, so is 03.
I was right, but the numbering's all super fucked up.
Marshall Fark.
Oh, mercy feet.
Must have been 02 then.
Yeah, maybe it was.
It was 02.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had it for the GameCube. YOLO.
Wonderful.
2000 was the first Madden, I want to say, that came out. So 1999.
You are
For
correct,
PS2.
sir.
Thank you. I remember that. It was a Titan, and I actually own that for the PC.
You were wrong, sir.
I was wrong. For PlayStation 2, I
You
said.
were extremely wrong, sir.
Yeah, man. Madden came out for the Super Nintendo.
No,
didn't
no.
it?
For a launch title for PlayStation 2, I meant.
Oh, okay.
Not like the first Madden ever.
No, it looks like first Madden.
No,
was
because I had like 96 or
92.
7 when Favre was on the cover for N64 cartridge. Let's get back on track here. Okay. What have we been playing, watching?
You said summer's winding down. Football's a part of it.
Yeah, it is a
So
part
you
of
don't
it.
want to talk about Ferber right now.
Ferber.
Yeah, they need to get a first down in order to.
So what the guy wants to do is he wants to catch the ball.
He
and
would
that's the
catch
first
the
thing.
ball in the end zone.
And
with
once he catches the
pudding.
ball, that's half the battle.
How is he still alive?
I don't
He is
know.
not
And how is
alive.
he being quiet?
Well, he's probably like
Darrell,
just
he's
sitting in
alive.
his chair.
Sedatives.
Sedatives.
Him and the guy from Menards are like hanging out, be like, "We're brothers." I know. No, he died. But
Was that you guys? I was saying we should do a Deadpool on this show.
what do you mean?
Like,
Oh
where
yeah, man. I
you
think we
pick
should
like
do that
a
too.
5 people you think we can die.
That was you with your morbid ass.
I'll do it. I'm down. I'm
Somebody
down.
fart.
We got to do it on the
Seriously.
first of the
No,
year.
that was
though.
my foot.
Oh, okay.
That's we got to do it on the first of the year though. That's like a New Year thing.
Dude, he's from Austin, Minnesota. John Madden is.
Really?
Yeah, he's 82 and he's still kicking.
One time I ate 4 Polish sausages in one sitting. Drank half. Oh my god.
Look at them brows, dude. That guy.
I'll come for you.
John, you may live one.
We're looking at a deformed picture of John Madden.
No, that's a real picture.
He looks like
That's not even a
he
fake
looks like the
nothing.
chick that got trapped in the bottom of the basement in Evil Dead.
He looks.
my dog.
He looks like W.C. Fields. My little chickadee.
He looks like Jabba the
He
Hutt.
looks like Alfred Hitchcock's older brother.
He looks like a happy, rich ass old man.
He is
You know.
with British teeth.
Oh my god.
So, have we talked about anything we actually were going to talk about on
No,
the show
we've
yet?
just been doing anything. We Happy Few. None of us has played it. It just came out. It's been in.
I'm confused about this. It's been out on game preview, I know, for Xbox for a year.
Can I explain it? Because I know.
And is it
the-
being
Jake probably knows them.
re-released, or is it actually being...
No, it's actually being released. Jake
So,
probably knows the most. So
when
go
it,
ahead.
when it came out on game preview, everybody thought it was like BioShock kind of game, and then they found out it's kind of like a survival game, basically.
Yeah,
And
it,
it was just a
it
demo.
reminds me of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Right. So Xbox was like, ooh, or Microsoft was like, hey, this might be a franchise we could be interested in. So they purchased this studio, or funded them to actually take the game back and make a full-fledged.
Action-adventure game, it looks like.
Kind of not too much. There's a lot of stealth still, but like a full game, like multiple. The original was only supposed to be like 2 hours or something. So this one is like a full-fledged game. But I watched some reviews on it, and they weren't too glowing.
I wonder how long the game is. First of all, I think the price point is way too high. They probably had to do a lot of R&D for like some of the system mechanics. I heard there's 3 different character types.
Yep.
So that is interesting. I hear it's really story heavy.
That's okay. It's a good story.
I'm cool with that.
I want something like this
I'm
to
cool
be.
with that, but the graphic, I know it's Xbox One enhanced, but it just looks a little A, janky, B. They're asking a lot for this game. Like maybe 40, I'd see it.
How much is it, 50?
It's 59.
It's a full price
really?
$60
It's
game.
a full price $60 game. I don't know if it had a hard release.
I
meaning
bet you
like,
any money within a year, this will be the free game on Xbox.
okay, so the
Gold.
people that don't game, basically it's like a dystopian society, and that's how like most of the stories that intrigue people go, where everybody wears these masks and they're forced to take these pills, and they're kind of like happy pills.
It reminds me of 1984 meets Brave
It's
New
called your
World.
joy. You take joy.
Yeah,
Everybody
it's
is
this-
medicated to be happy. There's no.
and
like,
they're all
bad
wearing
feelings.
like these clown like masks. If you've ever
for
seen
a
like
forced smile.
yeah, for a forced smile. So if you ever seen like in the theater, there's that really happy guy and that really sad guy, like the 2 masks right next to each other.
Drama and comedy
Yeah,
masks.
drama and comedy. They look like the comedy masks, but it's centered in like a 1970s England, something like
64.
That seems
that.
about
Okay,
right.
yeah, 64. I played the original demo that released like shortly after E3 last year. I
Same.
want to say
Same.
I was totally into it. I'm like, okay, this is going to be BioShock all the way. I thought it was going to be a little bit more action heavy. It turns out it's a little bit more adventure. I'm cool with that, but I'm not cool with paying $60
Yeah, I wouldn't pay
for
$60.
something like this. Like, we can just wait.
I'd pay
Which-
$20 for it if it went on sale or something.
I mean, great games don't have to cost $60. Like, i.e., like Cuphead. I don't know if this is this a smaller developer? It looks great. I mean, it looks like there's a lot to this game, and I can't compare Cuphead to this because obviously it's 2 different animals. It's apples and oranges. But from small developers in general, I guess you have to manage your expectations. What else have they
It
done
was
in the past?
acquired by
Contrast.
Microsoft in 2018. So they.
So
just
that's
bought this
Microsoft's fault. They're trying to get as much money out of this as possible.
It took them another 2 years to develop it. So
I kind of think, I mean, in some instances, and this is a whole other fucking bag of tricks, but game previews are ruining games in a way.
yeah, I don't think that. I think
'Cause
game
it's like-
previews are dumb.
Yeah.
Because it's like, especially with like PUBG, it's like when it comes out, it's like, no, that's old hat.
If you made
Like Ark Survival Evolved, if we had to wait for that and they built it up,
Absolutely. I'd
that'd be
play the
sick.
hell out of it.
You know
but
what I
don't
mean?
really
Like you
care
build your
'cause-
own village and you manage your own dinosaurs and blah blah blah. It's like, holy fuck, that sounds awesome. But if you have to pay money to be a part in like building the game to what it is, which I guess you do that anyways after it's released.
It's like crowdfunding, too.
It's kind of it's like crowdfunding, but also disingenuous because it's like I'm not getting paid. I had to pay you to tell you what to do with your game, and now it's on a clearance rack before it even fucking.
Can I
released.
play devil's advocate, though?
Go ahead.
I feel like maybe it is the way to get games that we may never see the light of day to see the light of day.
Yeah, but like dinosaurs are pretty popular.
Yeah, but there's been a lot of
Only
shitty dinosaur
reason we
games.
saw PUBG on console though was because of game preview. Otherwise, it was good. That game would be still
what I'm
alive
saying.
on PC. I mean, it still is.
It's a way to test the waters.
Here's my thought.
I'm just like I said. I'm playing devil's advocate. I don't know where I stand.
Well, and on phones too. It's like, go fuck yourself.
I don't
If
play
they
any, yeah.
would use it as like a tech demo, like the game engine, and make like a one level of something just to show what they're
just
working
do a
on.
demo.
Like a PT.
That's what I mean.
Like do that. It has nothing to do with the game that's coming out, but it's like a tech demo of what the feel is and what everything else is. Then
I
I'm
just
cool
feel
with
like
it,
they
but-
never truly have to finish anything.
Yeah,
in a
and
way,
anything
like-
I've ever played on game preview, I'd never really
Like
cared
Fortnite
for.
was something completely different.
I don't want to talk about that.
I know.
feeling.
I'm just saying it's a comparative thing. It's a comparative thing because now it's completely different. It's entered game or it's out of. Is it out of game preview even? And they've made $1 million.
What's that?
Fortnite's full-fledged game now. I
It's
think.
Okay.
yeah, it's just a free game now.
But it kind of just takes
The
away.
campaign part's not though. You
So
have to pay for
especially
that stuff.
for it's odd. This We Happy Few game is really odd because for a full price story based game, there was a game preview. So you're already spoiling yourself. Now if Octopath Traveler had like a demo or something like that, it was like 3 hours you could play. But that game's like over 400 hours long. So it's like, okay, the first 3 hours are inconsequential. With this, I would say, I don't know how long the game is, but judging by what I've seen so far, it's probably close to 16 to 20 hours. I would guess.
That's long enough.
I don't even think it's that long, probably.
That's what I mean. It's not even that long. I'm just trying to give it the benefit of the doubt
I bet you
for
it's
that
like
price point.
10-hour game, maybe.
I don't know. As far as exclusives, I feel bad for Microsoft because I really love their consoles and their hardware, but they're dropping their ball with the exclusives. Sea of Thieves.
They're
is-
just still starting, though, man.
There's
They're
some
just
new
starting
Sea of Thieves DLC coming out that
There
I saw.
is.
Who gives a shit?
There is, but who plays that
Shut
anymore?
up, Jake.
You shut up.
Who
Maybe
plays?
some of our viewers like it.
Yeah, that is true.
It's
I don't
like
know.
haunted though, and it looks kind of cool. I mean, I'm not going to get back into it, but
Oh, I
know.
I can't. It's like haunted and
Yeah, I'll
kind of
shut
cool,
up.
but I'm not going to play that.
It's like Salty Seas or something.
Oh,
I can't remember
Jake
what it's
could
called.
sail that all day.
Okay.
Sail the seas of
Is it,
salt.
let me get. Hey, will you guys be there
We're in the Rapture.
on the salty seas with me? Because if you're not, then I'll go there for sure.
No,
All right.
no, there's sharks. Fuck that. I'm not.
It's a sea. Daryl doesn't go on it.
No, exact. Well, I did in real life, but I won't in video games. I'm traumatized. What can I say? Game looks cool. If you have a chance, go on YouTube, type in "We Happy Few." It looks interesting. I don't know if it's Xbox isn't exclusive.
No, it still looks like it's being developed on all the other consoles. And
So it's a timed release, inevitably.
probably.
Okay. This next game we're talking about, Jake, you want to take the floor because you've kind of spent a little bit more time with this. I've poked at it here and there, but Dead Cells.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What do they call it? A roguelite, I guess. It's like
Roguelite?
side scroller. Think of like Castlevania, Mega Man, with Mega Man
Like
Twitch
a 2D
stuff.
Hyper Light Drifter.
Yeah. You basically try to beat the game in one life. If you die, you go back. You keep your major upgrades that you get throughout the game, but everything is procedurally generated. So every time you play through, you won't get the same weapons. It's random.
The
You won't
levels
get
are
the same-
all
yeah,
different.
the levels are all different. The enemies are different. I mean, in different places. You know, really hard, but I had a blast, man. I like binged this. I bought it and played it for most of the one day that I had off. It was
25
really good.
bucks.
Yeah, $25. It was,
That's one thing that, for an indie developer, it's like, hey, well, now you're managing your expectations. It came out on all platforms, I want to say, even PC. And there's
Yep.
a really cool PC exclusive thing that happens with Twitch streaming, where the Twitch, they can, when, like, these runners will Twitch stream the game, and then they can choose somebody in the chat to control their health, like when they use their health.
oh, cool.
And add modifiers where, like, somebody in the chat can actually jump in and play as the boss.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like kind of new revolutionary stuff, but I apparently, and I've heard this from Game Informer, that it's PC exclusive only right now.
Could be.
I don't know. It could be. I have no idea.
This was a early access game, also.
I was about to say, it's funny that you guys are talking so highly of this game when this game sounds like it was developed in what is game preview for.
I haven't heard of it
computer.
until 3 weeks ago when I was browsing the deal section on the Nintendo Switch, as I do every other night. and it was on sale already for $20. I'm like, ooh, that's not good. If it's on sale before it even releases, that's not boding well. So I didn't buy it. And then of course I saw the preview or the review for Dead Cells. I'm like, okay, that looks cool. And then it's just like 9.5. I'm like, shit. So I paid an extra $5 for it. Inevitably, I'm just like, nah.
It's good, man. What do you think?
I really like it.
Did you hear what I said, though?
You said it was annoying.
What was that?
I said it's funny that you guys are complaining about game preview.
I didn't complain.
When this game was basically developed in early access.
I'm cool with that. I don't know if people paid for it, if it was crowdfunded, how anything else like that happened. I guess for me, I was ignorant because I haven't never heard of the game until a few weeks ago. Like, We Happy Few, like, this wasn't featured on the center of one of the E3 press conferences for anybody's platform.
It was at E3.
I didn't know that.
2 years ago, I saw it.
Okay, I didn't.
I was excited.
Yeah,
you know
it
what?
sounds like it's been a while.
You know when they showed it? I think first was when they showed the Last Night. Where is that game?
I don't know.
I want to know.
2014.
Yeah.
I want to know where that game is. Justin, can you please look up the Last Night?
Now, when you say game preview, was that meaning where people paid for it, or is that?
I don't. It's
No,
it is a
as in
Steam thing, early
dark.
access. I don't really know.
Night as
What,
in,
Jake?
Night as in dark outside, like night.
Dark Knight.
There it is, right there. When is this coming out?
I don't know. It probably never will. It got a 4.6 out of 5.
It
so
just got
looks great.
revealed last year.
Yeah. So probably a few more years.
I want that game.
If you want to play a game similar to that, just play The Way.
I do we.
Do we? I don't know.
Dead Cells is awesome. I think you should buy it.
It is.
Everybody should buy it. I would.
It
highly
is. I
recommend
hear that the enemies kind of become repetitive, but some of them like had me scream, like that slug with the teeth. I'm like, fuck.
They're only repetitive probably because you haven't got past the first 5, like maybe 5 missions.
Yeah.
Because you got to beat that first boss first, then it opens up more stuff and crazy, and then you get extra powers to get you into different levels, and then you start seeing.
No, I did.
stuff.
I got the vines already.
Yeah, but then there's those little totems that you tickle and they turn electric.
No.
They are like teleporters to other parts of the map you can't get to. So you start finding all that stuff. So it's
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far. I think collectively I played about 3 hours. I really enjoy it. You were telling me before we started on how you made it really far your first run.
Yep, I started up, and the first time I went through, I got a super high level weapon right away. Again, it's random. What
You say
get.
a shield?
No, it was a shovel. And you could knock back bombs that enemies throw at you and stuff. It was crazy. It was one hit anything. And I killed the main first boss. I went the first 5 levels, killed the main boss, and then went 2 more levels, and then died doing something freaking stupid as I wasn't paying attention to my health. But my character right now, I have 3 flasks for health and everything. Like, I've been playing. So
I think I had like one of those double bows because I don't like being a defense character. I like being a little bit more aggressive. But I had one of those double bows and the fire, or not fire, but the frost bombs where you throw them and then you freeze the guys. So I beat the first boss and then I wasn't really paying attention to some of the surroundings and I didn't have a lot of health left. But I accidentally jumped on some spikes, but they were like granular, especially on the Switch, so it was kind of hard to see, and it was like, you died.
Yeah.
And then I was
You
like,
died.
I didn't really understand how the game works, so I thought that like my life, like I had to speed run through it, like my life was timed.
Oh.
So like I was kind of like, oh, okay, so I play as far as I can and get new upgrades, and then I realized later that I died in a really stupid way and lost really awesome weapons for no reason. But
there also, it is this kind of a speedrunning game. You want to play it fast because there's certain doors that close. They lock.
It's like, oh, sorry, a minute 33 seconds ago, this door
locked.
closed.
Yep. So it's really fun that way though, because you can just blitz through it, or you can take your time, kill everything, try to find whatever you can. It's fun. It's a
I thought it was like Dark Souls after I died that I try to get back to that area and pick my stuff up, and I'm just like, where's my cells?
Yep.
So every time you fight somebody, as you're seeing right now, they drop these like cells, and then you pick them up, and that's what you use for upgrades inevitably.
But if you die, you lose them all.
So it's like a 2D side scroller where it's pixelated, pixel art. You play as like this floating eyeball that's on fire for a head, and then you take over this body, and once you die, you start back at the beginning. You go through and you spend... Oh, no, you lose all your cells. That's right.
If you die, you lose all your cells, but otherwise, between every level, you go back to like a hub world where you can refill all your energy and buy upgrades.
And then you can get buffs too. Like one of the buffs I have, Justin, is every time I die, I can come back and I get 3,000 like right away. It's
more,
like
more gold right away.
Yeah, it's just like waiting for me. So and then you come across like in the worlds, you'll come across merchants and shit. So that's where you. Oh, this is weird. I've never seen anything like this.
Version.
Okay, that's why. Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Yeah. But it's like, but you keep your major upgrades that you use your cells for. You keep all that, but everything else starts over. So you start over with just a shitty sword again. And
So
blah,
like
blah,
if
blah.
you survive, it forces you to spend your cells.
Yeah, you have to in order to move.
In order to like for the go in the next door, it's like you have to spend the rest of your cells. So it's not like you like build them up and then lose them like Dark Souls, and then
Yep.
you lose all your progress and time. So at least I don't know.
The artwork is awesome looking. The music's good.
So far, and I already know what you're gonna say. This year has been not the greatest in games, but it's been pretty goddamn good.
God of War, you know.
God of War is up there. Would you put this in the ranking for game of the not game of the year, but like maybe top 5 so far?
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
For a $25 purchase.
I still think God of War is the best thing I played this year. And then I think after that, the most fun I've had, like, I've grinded a lot of games, but the most fun I had grinding it because the time just melted away when I was playing this game. And I have a lot of fun.
There's still so many games that'll come out this year, though.
Right. Red Dead hasn't come out.
Well, that's why I said
that stuff.
that's why I said I already know what you're gonna say, because Red Dead's probably gonna take the cake.
Never know.
I watched that new trailer. Do you want to talk any more about this? I guess in conclusion, pick it up. It's $25.
Yeah,
it's on
buy it.
Switch. It's on PS4. It's on Xbox One. PC, and I heard Switch, when it gets a little crazy, it lags. It's like big surprise. That happens with most games, but it's really nice because for me, I only have air conditioning in my bedroom, so at night I can kind of wind down, play a couple runs, and if I die, I'm just like meh, and then you know what I mean, just play it in bed.
It's a game you can play for like 45 minutes just for the hell of it. And then
Yeah, kind of.
They're going to be shipping hard copies by the end of the month, too.
Oh,
it
I didn't
says.
know that.
That's kind of cool.
I would have honestly waited. To be honest, I'm a sucker for hard copies.
So just one other thing I want to talk about. I think you have another game too, but I want to talk with Justin about No Man's Sky real quick because I did start that.
I don't really have. Oh, did I put something down? Go ahead. I don't know anything about No Man's Sky. You guys, you especially, Jake, are the expert on that. So.
Snowman Sky.
Snowman Sky, the new holiday DLC.
Romance Sky.
Romance Sky, where it's like a dating sim with the robots, and you have to go to the different planets and try to have them not figure out that you're cheating on the
IGN 9.2.
9.5. No, I know 9.5.
No Man's Sky.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah.
I owned this originally. I think we said this before on PS4 when I had my PS4. I liked it back then. It wasn't finished, but I liked it. It was a meditation game for me.
Yes.
I'll sit and play a podcast or something and listen to something while I'm just cruising through space, man, and mining shit. Like, I mean, it's fun. To me, it's just a relaxing game. I usually like to do it when I get home from work because it's just a wind down game. But it's actually finished now, and there's a bunch of new, like, really cool features that weren't there before, and they've fixed some of the ways you do things to make it easier, like streamlined a lot of stuff in it. I think it's great. The thing I'm disappointed on is on Xbox. It doesn't look bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it doesn't look like the PS4 or the PC, man.
You think they dumbed it down?
It
somehow?
feels like it, but they might just have to have patches because it wasn't, they had it for PC and PlayStation only for the longest time. So, but it doesn't look bad. But I've seen it on PC. Like Corey has it, my cousin has it, and holy God, you get on some of those planets, you're like, wow, and like walking around. So I hopefully after a while they'll do some updates for the graphics and stuff. It's it chops a little bit when you're entering and exiting planets.
You definitely have to be like, it has to be on your palate to play a certain game like that.
It's just an exploration game. That's all it is.
It's a little bit of a grind. I mean, it can
yeah.
be a harvesting game if you really want it to be, but
You have to. I mean, you can play it where you have unlimited life, unlimited resources. You can just travel the galaxy and looking at shit.
I think the coolest part is that you can like build an armada to go do that shit for you as you sit on your ship.
But you can also play it where you have to get materials to use for your life support and your weapon and your ship fuel and everything else, and it's fun, man.
The only time, I mean, as you know, like I can't really get involved with a game like that because I can't sink a ton of time into it. I got to keep going to the next thing, just to, I guess, be terrible and be a part of the conversation. But the one time I will pick this game up is if it does ever join the VR landscape.
Oh yeah,
because then I'm all in.
yeah.
Because then exploring planets and like getting up close to shit and like being in your ship and just like whole other bag of tricks, cool. Dude. And they asked Hello Games back in the day, is that ever going to happen? And he's just like, no. I don't remember his name, but
yeah, it's good. I have.
It
fun.
looks
What do you
fucking
think?
awesome.
What are you thinking so far, Justin?
Well, I've only played like 5-6 hours, but like you said, it's a meditation game. It's good. I've been thinking about doing a second game save like just the exploration mode where you don't need to harvest resources and stuff, and just because I just want to be able to traverse. But I've been liking it. I haven't played it in a while just because I was getting low on much stuff, and I was like, just
See, if you
play Minecraft.
If you play with me though, there's shortcuts for everything. Because you unlock certain things. Like right now, I just unlocked a thing where I can put one material in it, and it will make something else. So when I need this crazy metal that I need to make more hyperdrive fuel so I can go to different galaxies and stuff, I can put a bunch of copper in this thing, and it'll make this new metal. And it does it on demand. You just have to put fuel in it. But for carbon, you just use carbon to fuel it. And then it makes all your stuff right there. You just plop it down on the ground and you just start making it. So it streamlines
I have that
everything.
thing. Yeah.
Okay. So really start to use that.
I need to get a pack upgrade too so I can carry more stuff.
Yes. So you do that in space stations. Every space station you go to, a new one, there will be a dude that will sell you one of those. And you can find them on.
Is there only
planets.
one, or can you keep upgrading your pack more and more?
Oh no, you can get that whole screen can be filled with slots. On my PS4 guy, it was ridiculous.
On it.
So that's what we should do, is just be traveling to stations and going and finding these like secret locations and stuff. And the meta of the game, the story is pretty kind of crazy. It's like there's a stranger talking to you, and and through liquids and stuff, and you don't know what's going on, and it keeps back.
It's like a higher dimensional entity.
Yeah, it's fun.
I'm cool. I'm down with that. I think that's sick.
If I was you, I would wait till it went on sale, or if you could buy a used copy of it for like $25.
I will if I can get a hard copy of it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I thought
it's cheaper than We Happy Few.
Yeah, it is. In a transition, I was at GameStop the other night, and I found what I thought was a Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition with all the expansions for $15. And in doing so, I also saw Pixel Pals. I told you about this already. If you don't know what Pixel Pals are, Jake, Justin,
I know
collect
what they
them.
are.
I got lucky, and they were on sale. Basically, what they are, they're grid-based plastic figurines where they have a light switch on the back, and they light up.
They're like 8-bit characters.
Like 8-bit characters. So, like, you have really unique ones. Like, you have Stoopy.
I have one. Yeah, I have Stimpy.
You have Stimpy. Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Both of you have
No.
Go back. What'd you call him?
I have Ren.
unique.
No, what'd you call the character?
Stimpy?
Oh, I thought you said like Stumpy or something.
Stimply.
Simply. So I ended up purchasing a whole lot of them. Mario, Luigi, which R.I.P. Luigi, apparently. That's something in contention right now.
What?
I think that's really fun.
They're going to kill him off?
No, apparently it's some trailer for Smash Ultimate, which is probably my personally,
Oh,
I know
yeah,
you're going
that's
to roll
right.
your eyes, but that's my most anticipated game for this year. Apparently, like two Castlevania characters entered that landscape.
It sounds like there's so many characters in it.
No, it's going to be insane. But one of the ghosts from from Castlevania kills Luigi, and it slowly. I don't know what you're pointing at here.
No, don't worry about it. No.
Oh, okay. It slowly leeches out. Luigi's soul leeches out of his body, and everybody thought that he died.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, I got Ryu, Chun-Li, Superman. I got a fucking Pixel Pal Superman, Mega
really?
Man.
Have a Superman one?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I should get that one.
Akuma. I got Harley Quinn and the Joker. I'm trying to think of what else. I want to say that was about it for that purchase. Normally they're about $15 to $17 a piece. I ended up getting lucky, and I got them all for $5 each.
That Fallout one is pretty cool too.
They had Pip-Boy there for $5 as well. I didn't pick it up.
I like the black
have.
and white one too.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I'm missing a few of them. I don't have the whole collection. I
That
would like
Joker
to at
is
some
awesome.
day. That's one of the ones I purchased a couple nights ago. And then one other thing that Justin brought up is I got a pop figurine since we're sponsored by Funko Pops.
I wish.
Altered Beast, Werewolf,
That's awesome.
the 8-bit version, the gold version.
Do they have
Only at GameStop.
any other ones from Altered Beast?
I don't really think so. I didn't see any, and he was trying to get me to buy 2 others and get one free. I'm just like, dude, I have enough plastic that I'm just gonna have
Like, I got
rot on a
10.
shelf.
Stop.
Yeah, like I don't need anything else.
That's why they're going out of business.
That Jabba the Hutt and what's his name?
Salacious Crumb.
Yeah, Salacious Crumb one. That's fucking sick. I like that.
Oh, that's a vinyl one.
Oh, yeah.
That's different.
That's pretty cool though.
Anyway,
All right, let's see. Let's go down the notes. Yeah. All right.
there was another game you wanted to talk about. What was it?
Oh, Doom. I bought that.
yeah.
I bought that for $15 for it. It's apparently an Xbox enhanced version.
Okay.
Yeah, super into it. But I was just like, holy shit, this looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like, because I own it on PlayStation 4, which is just like whatever. And I also own it on VR, which both of you have played. That's a bit too much. Yeah, go ahead. But it is gorgeous. I guess that's what I wanted to say is like, I know the Xbox One X is like wavering with some people. It's like, is it really worth it? I might as well buy a PC, blah, blah, blah. Well, you're not really going to get the exclusives on a PC, and a lot of people will fight me on it, especially people I know. But for $15, I picked it up.
Yeah, man.
And I was just like, kind of like,
Do the opening part where he just cocks the shotgun and the music stops, and it's just and it's Mars. It's so sick.
My girlfriend's like, what are you playing? And I'm like, Doom. And I'm just like, here's a controller. Here, take it. And she's just like, no, I don't want to play. That shit looks scary.
That game is awesome.
I just put it on easy and ran around for like an hour. I'm just like, okay, I remember this. Like, I was just like, go ahead and play it. I already beat the game, like probably almost twice by now.
I never beat it.
Really?
No, I got to the last guy and I couldn't beat him. I was just
really?
like,
Was.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the spider?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't want to spoil it for our listeners who would like to play Doom. It's on sale. It's on sale right now on Xbox. So
Yeah,
check it out if you don't have it. $15, Xbox One Enhanced. We're gonna go right over to our next question.
Question?
Oh yeah, did we have any questions this week?
We, give me a moment. I don't think we do, but let me double check.
Shout out to Larisha and her little boy who might be listening.
Oh,
yeah, we've had a couple new subscribers in the past week.
What's his
I'm
name?
Scared.
Sorry.
London.
London.
What up, bud?
Sorry.
We got another Mount Rushmore. Courtesy a high school buddy of mine.
Okay,
BJ
cool.
Honor.
Yeah, let's hear it.
He put Mario, Sonic, a me, and Pikachu.
A me, is that
from a Wii when you make your own person.
Ding ding ding.
Ding ding ding.
Ding 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 ding.
3 out of 4 of those are Nintendo things.
Whoever wrote that song was
Genius.
on hallucinogens.
So there's some Nintendo love for y'all.
I'm all about it.
That's
Pikachu,
a pretty good one. It's a little Nintendo heavy for me.
He isn't my favorite starter Pokemon. My favorite is Charmander all day. I don't care whatever you say.
Charmander!
So, yep.
Yeah, but sorry.
I know.
Pikachu would go. If any Pokemon's going on a Mount Rushmore of gaming.
He's the most popular character, so
I like the Phoenix one.
My famous... Oh...
What's the main bird? The bird.
It's on the tip of my tongue.
I don't know.
No. Original 150 forever. So anyways, hi Mark.
Mark got a shout out. We're all high school buddies here.
God damn it. Now you got me guessing for that one.
Now I got the meme music in my head.
Yeah, I know. I can't help it. Jake wanted to talk about this. So with Dead Cells, the former IGN review, this guy, Philip Mewson, apparently...
editor, it looks like.
Editor, and he's also the host on the Nintendo podcast for IGN.
Not anymore.
Oh, really? He got fired?
He got canned.
Yeah, this says former.
The day.
People don't mess around with plagiarism.
Yeah, he plagiarized from... Who did he plagiarize from? Because I want to give the shout out to the original guy.
Yeah, hold up. Don't sue us.
It's like Twin Axes or something like that.
It's
Boomstick
Gaming did a review like months ago because he got it.
Well, because it's been in early access. Yeah.
Yep. And this guy, Philip, right?
Mewson.
He did his review, and the guy from Boomstick was like, IGN plagiarized my review, and I don't know what to do about it. And he posted this video where he played them side by side, and they were damn near identical. So IGN investigated, put up a thing, pulled the review right away, put up a thing saying we're investigating, and the next thing you know, he was like 2 hours later, he was fired. And then apparently he came out with a rebuttal video or something, but
just
he basically
Saturday.
was like, poor me, blah, blah, blah. That, from what I heard, but all that's been pulled. So I don't know.
It's more drama.
Don't copy people's shit in
yeah, dude.
Amen.
I remember learning that in college, man. They're like, we'll kick your ass out of here. We don't care if you give
If you plagiarize, you're an asshole.
Anywhere. I mean, you really got a source, man.
I don't know how people are giving IGN a lot of shit. It's just because they hate IGN anyway. But it's not IGN's fault. He was an editor.
No, it's not his. It's
he was
fault.
probably the last guy to approve this. Yeah. One of 2 people or something.
Especially if it's your job and you're making money off it. It's one thing if like some small bit, something like us out of a basement just doing it for fun. But if you're being a pro about it.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Just don't be a dick. And
Don't
he sounds
plagiarize. Do your own shit. Be your own fucking person.
especially doing a
100%.
game review.
Yes. We're going to this next.
Doing a game review, it's not that hard.
No.
You don't have to copy people. It's
Just give
being-
your opinion, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Don't copy other people's shit. I don't care how busy you are.
Yeah.
End of story.
What are you busy doing?
I know.
Playing video games?
I don't know. Building a fucking building a Nintendo Labo set, apparently.
Whatever.
All right. The main topic of discussion for this episode is going to be the best summer blockbusters of all time, personally for us, and what the internet's opinion suggests. Of course, when you go into Google, there's a long list. It's not in any necessary order. There's 75.
I see the answer already.
Oh, I know. There's
Is it
many.
Jaws?
No.
The original Jaws?
No.
That was the very first. You know that, right?
It's one of the very first. I mean, I guess blockbusters.
It is. It formulated the.
You're the
Yes.
art. You're the video major over here. So
That's why I'm telling you.
You would definitely know. Jake got terrorized by it. I don't know if anybody who listened to the show knew that, but
I think you
I
probably
did.
mentioned that.
yeah,
a
a
year.
couple
Yeah.
times. It's like,
Yeah, I've said that before. We talked about it in the horror movies.
I was being facetious.
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 No, go back.
Facetious.
Daryl, the union guy over there. Facetious.
Facetious.
Fashish.
Can I tell you my answer, and then Justin can
Go
do
ahead.
his,
I guess what was your
art right
favorite
there?
out of
I think
summer blockbusters?
I see mine.
I
Oh,
see.
yeah.
I know mine for sure.
I see E.T. That's what I see.
That's a good one.
And I remember that, and I remember all the hype and the craziness.
I guess
around
I
it,
see
so.
mine. Wow, that's kind of weird.
That's a
the
really
second
good one.
yeah.
Independence Day was something that has always and forever will stick with me throughout my entire life. I haven't watched the second one. Don't even bother. I don't want to. I want to pretend that one never
Even with
happened.
the chef.
I tried to watch that on the
Chef.
Goldblum.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant from South Park. I'm just like, I thought he went to
Hello,
Scientology.
children.
Yeah, hello children.
I'm horrible in flights. I'm terrified when I'm flying. So I try to watch movies, and I tried to watch that on the flight, and I'd rather turn that off and be scared to death for the next hour and a half than fucking watch that. I couldn't do it.
What?
And it was free. Independence Day 2.
Oh, 2.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Well, I guess we're talking like for me personally in my lifetime. Like
Oh, dude, I've
Independence
watched
Day.
Independence Day
because like
20
RoboCop
times.
came out, Saving Private Ryan was one of them, Superman 2 with
Can I say
Jurassic
mine?
Park, yeah, that's right there too.
Right there.
Jurassic Park, of course.
Duh.
Yeah.
That was my first.
I guess honestly, this year for me, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom has been okay. You haven't seen it. So
Avengers.
that's not a summertime movie.
That came
It
out.
should have been.
It wasn't it?
It should have been, but it wasn't.
It was like March,
It
wasn't it?
was
my birthday.
It was slated to be a summertime movie, but it was late April.
It was
when
April
it came
27th.
out. Yeah,
So it's summer.
that's not summer. If
is
that's summer, then you go take a dip around that time and then get back to me.
Okay.
In a lake. No,
Depends on the year.
that's not. I guess it does depend on the year. I'm talking about like Dead of
Star
Summer.
Wars a summer movie?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Well then that's my answer. Duh.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Ooh, damn, Superman 2. Oh.
I just said that.
Oh yeah. Dude, okay, I was gonna tell you
I
this.
was about to say, we need to go back a little bit farther and look
Yeah.
at some of these.
No,
Okay,
I
I was-
know.
I was
I
gonna
know.
tell you this.
It's Batman Returns.
I was watching Big Bang Theory, and I'm okay on that show, but the funniest thing was this guy's girlfriend ruined Indiana Jones for him because she said that movie was stupid. If you take Indiana Jones out of it, the Nazis would still get the Ark, and then they would all die. And I sat there and I was just like, holy shit, that's right. Like, literally, you would not need him in that movie, and everything would have happened as it happened. Pretty much.
Here's my number
Oh,
2.
Yeah, Ghostbusters, yeah.
Ghostbusters.
What year was that?
84. I wasn't even born yet.
That's
but-
what I'm saying. Like some of them are like just phone homes for some of our
So you
favorite
want
movies of
something
all
we
time.
actually watched
Like
in-
we watched and experienced in the theater. Like
Okay.
Alien came out in '79.
Dude,
so
look at how good all of this is. And then you get to, like, nowadays, and it's like,
trash.
ugh.
Yeah, Die Hard, Batman, T2.
Yeah, The World's End with
Speed.
the guy that's in Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz.
Oh, shit, Face Off. Men in Black.
I remember seeing Men in Black
Oh, yeah.
in the theater. And
Oh
that
my
was
God,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Great
was a
movie.
good summertime movie.
One
The Matrix.
one that's not on that list in particular, but for me, I really enjoyed it was Minority Report.
I hated that movie.
That was like the one Tom Cruise movie that I actually like could stand and enjoy.
Yeah, I agree. It's
I saw
probably
that in
one
the
of his
theater,
more.
and I did not like
What
that
was a
movie.
PG-13 Blade Runner?
Yeah.
Like a
was
whodunit PG-13 Blade Runner.
Lord of the Rings. God. Yeah, man.
One that didn't come out into the theaters, or at least it did, but I couldn't see it because it was a rated R film. But I remember like my parents tried to label it as something else when they bought the VHS, and then I figured it out. But Speed.
Yeah.
with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock.
And
Dennis Hopper.
Dennis Hopper.
Yep. You have
And,
to give him his due diligence for sure.
Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels. Yeah.
Dude,
He gets blowed up in that house.
This should be...
This is my blockbuster. I take it back. Jurassic Park was good and all, but I saw
Your
it
all
once.
time.
I still say E.T.
I don't know, man.
I have very
This is
fond.
in my Dark Knight is in my top 3. It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
This should be in that tournament, is the summer blockbusters, and vote on all of these.
Let's make our own movie tournament.
We should.
Cyber Lunch movie tournament.
Tournament.com. I remember I saw this movie at 2 a.m. at the
Dark Knight?
Yeah,
This
at the
movie.
zoo. Yep.
I saw it on the opening Friday.
This movie, Dark Knight. I know. Inception, I saw that twice in the theaters. I liked it because
Avengers was great.
I like the existential, like...
Gravity was stupid. Mad Max. I still love that movie.
I thought Gravity was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Here's another one. It doesn't even say the year, which sucks, but it should say the year. Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
That was a blockbuster for sure.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, Quentin Tarantino movies are sometimes summer blockbuster movies. I mean, or recently.
A lot of what's good in the summer... I mean, a lot of summer movies are like some of the best. That's why it's like...
They're the highest budget and the
Exactly.
most... Yeah, they're usually like in a franchise or a sequel or something that's got some expectations to it.
God, I don't know. Those top 3, Jaws, Jurassic Park, and E.T. in my book are like... there's Terminator 2, though, and Die Hard. Man.
Did you see all those like in the theater?
Yeah, I've seen every
talking-
one of
okay.
these movies in the theater.
Okay.
Every single one of these I've seen.
I would have to say for me it would be
God, Batman was so good, though, too.
Jurassic Park, Dark Knight, Independence Day in that order for me.
But see, you weren't around. You weren't alive when...
I wasn't,
Yeah.
and that's what Daryl said. It would just,
It's not our fault.
unfortunately.
It's
If I
kind of
could
like...
have
It's
seen
kind of like...
Terminator 2 in 1991 and in the theater as a 6-year-old, I would have.
It's like going to see Queen last year. It's like, Adam Lambert's not Freddie
Yeah,
Mercury.
douche.
It's like, no, duh. It's like, this is the only time I'll be able to see Brian May, live. So it's not my fault.
Raiders of the Lost Ark was one of the first adult movies, quote unquote, that my mom showed me.
Really?
Yep. Let me watch that.
Mine was Bambi and I was 2. Anyways,
Dude, that shit's intense, though.
it was. That's why I'm a real big hunter.
Bambi!
Mother.
Mother!
Oh my God.
Mother!
And they have Up on here. It's just like, that was not a blockbuster.
That's in this, towards this later generation where it's just like, blech.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we need to...
As soon
There's
as
more
Pirates-
money in
As
kids.
soon as you see Pirates of the Caribbean on the list, it starts getting worse from there.
I like that movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I never really got into them.
I don't know. I dig it.
A lot of people did. They made like 7 of them.
I like the first 3 for sure. After that, it was turned into like Saw, where it's just like,
was,
okay.
The Kraken was cool.
Yeah, man, I was watching like some video and like it was like the best Saw deaths, and I was like, oh, this might be nostalgic, and it was like all ones I've never seen because I only saw like the first 3.
I
and
did
like,
watch the new Jigsaw.
that's where like half of them were from, and I'm like, that looks too intense to watch.
No, it's not.
Really?
No. It's hilarious.
I don't watch those. I don't watch those kind of movies.
I have.
Yeah, I usually don't either.
I've been not seeking them out recently, but just
After
trying
I
to
saw-
skip.
Daryl's going through a sadist stage.
I've been checking them off my list, as it were.
After I went and saw Hostel in the theater, it took me away from those torture
I saw
porn
that in the
movies.
theater. That was uncomfortable.
That was the only movie I personally screamed. Like, I was screaming in the movie theater in the back. I probably was that really obnoxious kid that just turned 17 and was allowed to get in there by myself, and I went
Yeah, I
with like a whole
hated
group
you.
of friends, and I'm just like with the Achilles thing, and
That was
You want to
one of
know
the worst.
a fun fact about that? The guy that was a cannibal, if you remember that movie, he was like cutting him up while he's still alive.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
yeah.
was actually the director for Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh, that sounds... Yeah. It sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Eli Roth, I think, makes shit movies, in my opinion. But
I don't know. Did you see Green Inferno?
no, I won't watch that either.
Oh,
It's torture porn. I don't want to see that stuff.
It's not scary. It actually deals with like different. I don't know. I went and saw it in the theaters, and I was just like, meh. It's just more graphic than scary. I mean, that stuff really isn't scary. The movie that scared me like most recently was The Blair Witch, the remake. You saw that. I thought it was scary, like the claustrophobia scene, the scene where they wake up with the crosses, and
I might have to try it again. I don't remember any of that.
I don't know.
I might have checked out.
I saw it in the theaters with like 2 other people that joined me. So
That's one of those
It's
things like
like-
Jake's saying. You just have to... maybe it's because I was around for the first one and I remember that whole scene. And I can't live up to it.
Yeah, I know.
Like Jake kind of said,
No, after the first one,
It's from where you're
kind of
from.
blew your wad on that one. So it's like the joke's over. It's like a Sacha Baron Cohen thing.
kind of.
The joke is over. So
I love that movie. All right.
Borat was great.
We're going to move on to the secret question, believe it or not.
Believe it or not, it's a secret
Question.
Oh, you get a theme song for that, but you can't figure out a theme song.
No, I did. I actually figured out one. I'm going to put it in post. So, okay, I got the secret question this week, and I'm sorry because apparently we have children listeners now. Great. That's the last thing. It's
Hey, man,
bad.
I told him.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Are you going to put explicit audio in this?
As I usually
You should
do.
just put adult content, not explicit. Sounds
Yeah,
like you're
it's just
talking
going to
about
sound like a bunch of
porn.
people like having sex.
Yeah, that's not
Can you
bad.
just
Adult content. It's just going to be like, no.
AO
Or
adult?
just put
Ayo.
mature, just put mature then, or something.
Mature audiences only.
No,
Would
just
that be
mature.
better?
It's
I just
close.
try to do the Tipper Gore route and be like explicit audio, parental advisory.
No,
What?
parental advisory. That'd be a good one.
Okay. Should I
So
just
there you
do
go.
that?
Yeah, just
Okay.
parental.
Now that we've talked about that on the show, my secret question for this week.
Oh God, well, how bad? Oh,
It's
never
pretty
mind.
bad.
Hold on a second.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's quite personal too. So I'm sorry ahead of
Really?
time. Yeah. Kind of. You don't have to answer. We can pause it and I'll figure something else out if you want to get PC sensitive about it. So I get it.
Was it like show related, or is it just completely out of left
It's
field?
completely out of left field. Has nothing to do with digital media whatsoever. So you're welcome for all our listeners. Where was the worst place you trusted a fart and failed?
Well, that's not that explicit.
Worst place I ever trusted. I'm trying to think of all the times that's
Boy, I
happened.
feel like that's been recently. Where was that?
California.
Yes, I'll
You
continue
texted-
first.
you texted me.
Yeah,
texted
yeah.
me. He's
Hopefully
like-
my wife's not listening because she doesn't know this.
He texted me this and then says he texts, "Shh, don't tell anybody." And I never said a word. I never said a
Until
word.
now.
Until now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, San Francisco, downtown San Francisco.
Oh no.
Did you catch that, or is I out?
No, you're in.
Okay.
Sorry, we just got a little loud there. Oh my god. Let's hear the story.
I have a. Well, what
Just-
you said. I was driving the subway and I trusted something I shouldn't have.
And then you're like,
I'm like, wow, that restaurant looks delicious. Let's go get some food.
Immediately, ding, ding, ding. Let me out
Where's
here,
your,
please.
where's your bathroom?
Where are you on
Oh,
the-
paying customers only. I'll take a cheeseburger. Thank you. Key. You know.
did you have to throw your underwear after?
And then I went. Then I went.
You're like, I like how you.
I went commando.
when you do it, you're like have to try to make sure it's separated from your pants so you don't get that weird wet spot on the back.
Dude, once it happens, it's all over.
I
Yeah.
did.
If you have more than 10 feet to go, it's all over. It's just gonna be like
The
The
whatever.
moment you feel it, the moment you go, oh, it's too late. Everything's stained.
The best thing you can do is like walk with your hands in your back pockets and hold your pants out so it doesn't.
That's what I'm
the
trying to
moisture
say.
doesn't go
Would you
through.
look at that?
Would you look at that?
Yeah.
Would you just look at it?
I'm trying to.
All right,
think.
Just look at this. Just look at this.
Betty told you look at it.
Oh God, you just look at it.
I have at least
Thank you, Darrell.
2.
You're welcome. I'm sorry.
One, I was like 14 playing tennis across the street from my grandma's house, like hitting against the board. You know, the board you could play with yourself because I had no friends. I was a solitary person back then still. And I had dinner at grandma's house. And I went up there and started running around playing tennis. And I felt it coming on, but I'm like, I got a little bit, you know. And then I was like, whoa. So I started having to walk back to her house and I got about halfway there and it was game over.
Was it just like a fart where you're just like, oh, okay, this is
There was
fine?
so much pressure in there. I'm like, there has to be at least a little fart I can like squeeze out, and it was just pure nonsense.
That's what we call it now.
Pure nonsense. It was.
Is that what they're made out of?
Now that we're talking about shit, Death Cab for Cutie is coming
Yeah.
into town. No, I'm just kidding.
Not bad.
You had your hand raised?
Just nothing. It's nothing
Okay.
I want to say on the air.
Okay, good.
I was sick, really sick one time. I got the flu or something, and I was dreaming that I was going to the bathroom. I woke up and I shit my bed. And I remember that.
Literally.
So I don't know if
Shit
that's
the
trusting
bed.
a fart or just like I literally shit my bed.
That's
All right,
pretty much
Darrell, you're up.
Trusting the fart. So I was at half price books yesterday, and
Oh,
Happened yesterday. So that's why.
and I didn't tell Betsy.
so you know how I feel.
That's why I brought it up. That's my secret question because I thought it was funny. I had Indian food, and like the last time I had it, literally my stomach sounded like a wooden ship. I woke up at 4:00 in the morning. It was like,
I like how we say we have children viewers. We're like, oh, we might have kids listening, and then you're like, oh, this is explicit. But then you talk about poop, which
Darrell,
kids love
everybody
talking
poops,
about.
bud.
no, but I just didn't want to be like not. I don't know. I'm fucking weird. Okay, I'm allowed to say that. Anyways, I'm browsing the graphic novels.
Very graphic.
Very graphic.
I can just imagine this.
And the caveat, or I guess like a small part of the story that I found funny is I was like looking around, kind of browsing, and like this little boy wanders over and he's like looking at all the Batman, comics, like graphic novels. And his mom comes over, grabs his arm. She's like, "What are you doing? I told you you're not allowed to be in this section. These are not for kids.
These
It's
are
like,
graphic.
And Darrell pooped his pants.
No.
Oh.
So I
This is what I think you, lady.
Yeah.
there's a Darren Aronofsky.
Damn it, bitch, now look what you made me do.
Wait, what?
There's a Darren Aronofsky graphic novel called Noah. I couldn't afford it yesterday.
But there is?
Yeah. It's at the Half Price Books in Coon Rapids, so if you have time, go pick it up.
By me?
Yeah. Yeah, it looked really cool.
Is it in the case?
No, it's not in the case. It's like $15. But anyways, I bend down to look at it.
I just yawned on the air. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I bent down to look at it. I'm just like, oh, I'll trust this. And it's just like, oh! And I had Speed Racer, Volume 1 and 2, like the complete collection and like this box set. And I immediately just like, I like sprinted to the bathroom, set it down. Like, I think I put it in the religious section.
Speed Racer should be there.
And I like went for the first bathroom. It was locked. And I said to myself, fuck.
I was about to say, back in the day, they used to have those keyed.
Yeah, I know. That would have like if I was in Uptown, I would have been in trouble. Like,
You need to
big
buy
time.
something.
It's just like no. It's like
No, you wouldn't. You could just walk behind.
Can I go
somebody's
get the
house
key?
and take your shit underwear off and just throw them somewhere? That's what happens down there anyway.
basically that was the end of my story. But I'm just like, God damn it, I can't remember the last time that happened to me. I'm really getting old. I'm just like, I bet the guys on Cyber Lunch will have some good shit stories.
Oh, there's now that I'm thinking about,
And we did.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about all the construction days back in my crazy drugging days and stuff. There's been many days there. I remember throwing away a couple pairs of undies.
It's always when you're like sweaty, because that's like a catalyst for it.
And when you've been doing dope for 3 days,
Well,
and all of a sudden you
I
eat
didn't,
something
but
too.
yeah, I would imagine that might be a part of it. Yeah.
Eating fucking Super America hot dogs because that's all you can afford.
That's all you eat all the time. Yeah.
When I worked at the apartment buildings, I had a couple of guys that were similar to that, and that's all they had all day.
Gas station food?
Yeah,
Like
and like
bad
they came
gas
in the
station-
next morning, and like you could tell when they had to take a shit because the whole apartment just smelled like seeping sewer.
Oh, God.
I'm just
Sounds like my workplace toilets.
he had no teeth.
Tell me
and he's
I'm
just
wrong,
like,
Jake.
I just don't understand why they won't hire me full time.
Because you carpet bomb the bathroom every morning.
No,
It's because you scare people when you talk.
he
to
had
them.
no teeth. And the guy that was interviewing him was just like, why don't you have any teeth? And the guy's like, oh, I just smoke a lot of meth. That's what he told him.
Well, I'm
in
gonna
the
give you
interview.
full-time 'cause
But
you're
then he's
honest.
just like, yeah, he's just like, listen, I'm an honest person, so I'm just gonna go.
Did he sound like Bill, or?
No, he sounded like this. The funniest thing is like you could tell he didn't have his dose one day, and I was painting a unit. And, like an apartment, it was a turnover. That's what I used to do for an old job. And I go in there, Mike, how you doing today? All right, sounds good. I went to the other room and I was doing my own thing. And I look, and I didn't really realize. I thought he was cutting in because you have to cut it in with a brush and then roll it. But he had a 1-inch brush, and he was just like, just like without any paint even on the brush, like just barely touching the wall. And he had the whole kitchen to paint. And his buddy that hired him, Tony, he came in the room. I called Tony, and I'm just like, go check on your buddy. And he was like a super high strung guy. Like, we need to get this done now, blah, blah, blah. And then I was just like, come check your buddy. He's like, why? What happened? What happened? I'm just like, just come on. Just come in here. I'll be in the bedroom painting, but just go see what your buddy's doing. He comes in, and I have the door closed, and he's like, what the fuck is going on? And I was just crying, laughing in the bedroom. And he opened the door. He's just like, why didn't you tell him to grab a roller? And I'm just like, dude, it was too funny. I just had to let him go for like an hour. Great, now we lost time. I'm just like, you're the one that fucking hired him.
Yeah, it's your fucking buddy. What are you talking about?
Go check your buddy. Oh my God. So if you have any awesome shit stories, we want to hear about it.
Tell us about your farts.
I got to tell you a little construction story real quick. We used to sheetrock literally with 3 full houses a day with the crew we had.
That's crazy.
Right? Then my boss all of a sudden got on a kick where he didn't want anybody partying, doing anything, doing any drugs, nothing like that. It was running a clean thing. We're going to start piss testing people. We barely get one done a day from then on. Because everybody's just like,
coming down.
They're just
Yeah.
like sigh every time they walk through the door.
Just like,
Yeah. Back when you could show up.
this truck
Yeah.
in
You used to be able to show up hungover,
the screw.
drink a beer on your break. We'd break off at like noon and go have some beers and then come back and do some more. Not anymore.
God.
Not anymore. Nope.
We're a nostalgia-based podcast, so I guess we're allowed to tell stories from our past. So
Yeah.
whatever, we
You
do what we
gotta.
want.
Sometimes you gotta stop me from talking about stories certain times.
It's okay.
I gotta
Jake,
watch.
shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Thank you. Hey guys, thanks for sticking with us. You can catch us at cyberlunch1@outlook.com or email at us at that very same address. We only have Facebook because we're lazy, and apparently, in order to have a website, it costs a lot of money. So, it does. It
But
does.
we have to get certified.
It's a whole process. Now he's taking himself out with the mic. That's okay. Anyways, stick around next week for our lunchroom discussion. I'm Darrell.
I am Justin.
IAMG.
Oh, Justin's not going to be here next week.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not me either. Oh no.
Myself.
I'll be jamming to the Smash.
We'll have to figure it out. We're going to figure something out for next week. Other than that, have fun, kiddies.
I left my farm
Eric, I'll watch your movies this week.
in San Francisco.
There are flowers in your hair.